Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Half Baked Podcast. I'm here with the regulars, Nick and Tom, but today we got Tesla driving, big pimping, humongous penis, Bowblax. What's up, baby?
What is up? I can now read tweets in my Tesla.
While getting your dick sucked.
Imagine if I'm driving around and I'm just like reading fucking Nick DiOrio tweets on the road.
Well, you could do that because your car drives by itself.
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Oh, yeah. Once they fully finish the automatic driving, I can do that, yeah.
Oh, so it's not finished. Interesting. So you'd think a true Tesla owner would know about all the features and functionality of the Tesla, but here's that Bowblax doesn't even know the car inside and out.
So yeah, you can buy it and it has basic autopilot features that you can use on the freeway only. But then there's the full autopilot, which is in beta, which costs $10K to add on, but I can add on at any time. I didn't want to buy it outright because it's not finished for full automatic driving. It's still updating.
Dude, it's in beta. If it crashes, you literally die.
It literally is in beta. It says beta.
All right, you crazy motherfuckers. What is going on in the community today? Give your boy an update, please.
Well, guys, we were going to take a big L. Tom, we were going to take a huge L. It looked like it was over.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get kind of railroaded by the tea community, but it ended up turning around completely in a way that they will literally never be able to recover.
The burning tea got spilled all over them, dude.
What happened? What happened, though?
Okay, so this all started, and there's so much context we have to go over with this to make the audience understand just how terribly autistic all of this gets. My apologies, Bowblax.
Yeah, by the way, we have the pass because Bowblax is in the call. So
yeah.
Okay, so basically the way that this started was there was a video by YouTuber Gabby Hanna. You all know who she is. She's the large nose person, comedian, whatever.
She's the new Onision. She's the
master manipulator
on the platform.
The master manipulator.
Wait, she's the master manipulator who's simultaneously apparently the dumbest person alive. I always love that when they're like, Gabby's so stupid she did this. Also, Gabby has her hands in the entire community and is manipulating everyone.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the colossal video about her. Gabby Hanna, the queen of manipulation.
Coming 2045.
So the thing about Gabby, right, is basically she did this video where she was looking at was it e-girl outfits or something like that? She was looking at outfits across the internet, and she came across a picture of a girl, and she said, "Oh, cute outfit," and scrolled past her, right? It wasn't anything super serious. Now that girl happened to be Bianca Devins, who's someone who I've talked about on my channel. A lot of people on their own channels have done videos about it in the true crime, I guess, genre, that kind of thing. In a nutshell, Bianca was brutally murdered and got a picture of her severed head posted online. It was really bad, really brutal. Now, Vega, I want to ask you a question. How do you think the people responded to Gabby scrolling by a picture of this girl, who is now unfortunately deceased, and saying cute outfit, and then scrolling past? How do you think people reacted to that?
I know that's my little thing that I don't know what's going on. It's somehow it works on the podcast, right? But in reality, today, I do know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. And
you do? Wait, you do?
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know how the audience reacted, and I was laughing my dick off the whole time.
I thought you had no fucking idea what was going on.
From Tipster on over to anybody else that was covering that shit, because I was so in shock of this girl scrolling down some bullshit article with pictures and paragraphs on it describing the pictures, right? The context of the video was outfits or something like that, and these are women doing the whole thing where it's oh, that's cute, this and that, and people blew up. Homie, I don't care who you are or if we're friends. If you said that was fucked up and she's in the wrong, I'm gonna tell your audience right now, you're all full of shit, dog. All of you motherfuckers are playing some stupid fucking game, homie.
Oh my god.
Either that or you're some weird loser and nobody knows it and you just outed yourself, homie, on that one thing alone. That's bullshit.
It is
dude.
So weird. It's
Wow.
literally I'm trying to figure out how they can justify to themselves and their audiences why she did anything wrong by saying cute outfit to a girl that happened to be dead.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, Tom.
When I first heard about it, I heard Gabby Hanna disrespecting the dead. I thought it was going to be some video where she's got her nose on the microphone. She's like, guys, she's fucking deserved it.
Or going into the suicide forest, doing a vlog with Logan Paul.
Nah.
The way they talk about it, you think she scrolled past the picture and was cute outfit. Oh, by the way, that bitch is dead and she deserved it. Fuck her.
Dude, hold on. You're leaving out context. You're leaving out context. Dude, they didn't say she scrolled past the picture. They said she looked up a murder article.
Oh my god.
Dude, the article was about e-girls and had one paragraph about this girl on the bottom of it. She obviously didn't read the article, but it's not a murder article. It's literally exactly what Gabbie was looking for. Dude, these people used a girl's tragic death and fucking dragged Gabbie for fucking content.
You
dude.
guys are pointing a finger at this girl. I don't know what she's done in the past. I don't know. I'll talk about that later. But in this, you might as well be looking in the mirror. And your audience members, the same shit. Fuck all you guys, dude. That was shady.
Like right now, all these guys who made these videos, like Repzilla is like the perfect fucking example. He's like, you know what? I realize that everyone's wrong in this situation. No, it's just you.
That was
You're
crazy.
the one that's wrong. You guys are the ones who caused this. It's so fucking infuriating.
That's the thing these people do too. When T channels get into controversy, like there's never like any onus on it. They never own up to it. Basically, what happens is they're like, guys, as a community, we all are at fault for what happened. It's like, no,
Man.
motherfucker, you are at
sure
fault.
it's still you.
They're like, I'm at fault, but also Joe Schmo, who fucking watched my video and fucking commented, like, fuck Gabbie, are also at fault. We're all at fault. We're all a community.
Guys, we all make mistakes, okay? I simply lied in a video for money. We all make mistakes.
It's so dumb.
Tipster was watching some dude, and he looked at it, and then he commented what you guys are talking about. And I'm like, homie, this isn't even you, like, slickly editing this shit.
It's obvious.
You literally looked at it, and anybody with 2 brain cells can look at what they're witnessing without Tipster and be like, bro, obviously these 2 girls are just scrolling pictures. What are you talking about?
Like, if Gabby Hanna was a YouTuber who wasn't hated, this wouldn't become a story.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at everything with a little bit of a microscope. I could see these T channels just combing through every frame of a Gabby Hanna video. It's like, there's something wrong. Is there something wrong? Is there something I can make a video on right now based on something wrong in this video? Like, it was such a non-issue until these T channels brought it up as a big story.
Wild, Bowblax?
Well, because these people don't have any opinions. If you watch their videos, like Repzilla's video and Angelica's video are like fucking interchangeable. It's obvious that one of them just watched the other one's video and regurgitated the fucking points. Don't believe me? Repzilla basically said that he got it wrong because he looked at a bunch of other people, if I remember correctly. Like,
Oh
it's
my God.
dude, these
Oh,
people
no,
don't
he
have
didn't.
opinions.
No, he didn't say he watched other.
Dude,
oh, God.
he's like, it was a trending story that people wanted me to talk about, and I looked at the other videos on the subject. Dude, these people don't have fucking opinions. They just regurgitate popular narratives. This is what makes our drama channels have such a fucking huge false connotation. Because when guys like Ethan dig up fucking dead bodies to try to, like, go after Keemstar, and when people fucking use dead, like, girls from major tragedies that shouldn't be just, like, talked about on a stupid fucking podcast with 4 idiots, and one of them who's high as fuck, and I'm not gonna tell you which one it is this time.
Hi.
I'm just like, dude, this is why people think we're so shit, and we swear, like, head and tail that we wouldn't do this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's especially frustrating because, like, these are people who build their credibility off of talking about this stuff. Angelica Oles, someone who's been very outspoken on the issue and has defended herself, she's gotten praise for it, right? She's gotten praise for her video defending herself in the T community, going after Gabbie on the situation. A legitimate journalist, Kat Tenbarge, praised her and was like, guys, you know, her research is great. And you know what,
Oh my
Kat,
God.
if you're listening to this, I'm sorry because you are my mutual on Twitter, but fuck you, okay? That was retarded. She's retarded.
I guess
You're
we
all
should kind of
retarded.
talk about what today's thing was.
Dude, I hopped in and you guys were talking about it. I told y'all to stop because now I don't know what you're talking about because I just got home. So what's up?
It was the war room, the classic Discord war room.
Yeah, Nick was popping off.
You guys don't understand how hype this is. Before we started the podcast recording, Nick was listening to Rick Ross by himself. Like, that's how hyped he was that this was happening.
I was bumping with him. He wasn't by himself. I was bumping with
I
him.
had to tell him something, and I literally had to wait like 5 minutes for him to calm down because he was so fucking hyped off this drama, dude. This is like,
Yeah, he was just sitting in a call like, holy shit, this is the greatest win ever.
let's go.
Dude, it was a pretty fucking decisive win. You gotta give me that, bro.
No, it was. It's just
All right, well, tell me how decisive this win was.
So Gabby like apologized for the mistake, and then all the T channels, and this only became big because of the T channels, and then all the T channels were like, "Yay, Gabby, good job on apologizing or whatever." Even though the T channels are kind of at fault for making it a big deal because yes, maybe this is something you should have like DM'd Gabby to say like, "Hey, maybe blur that, blah blah blah," but not make a whole video about it, especially when it's about someone's murder. You want to do that like quietly. You don't make a big drama over someone's murdered. That's just kind of fucked up.
By the way, on top of that, I don't know if you're going to remember to bring this up, so I just want to specify it. Vega. So, you know, all these people are saying, like, her face is visible and this is disrespectful to the dead.
Right.
I just, like, the date of this recording is June 30th, 2021. This video was uploaded, like, a year ago, right?
Right.
Her face is still fucking visible in Angelica's video.
Oh, my God.
She went to blur it, and she fucked up the blur.
Oh, my God.
So you literally could see her.
Yeah, you should see how amazing her blur job is.
Like, her face is literally still in the video. It's so ridiculous.
It blurs everything but her face.
I put a screenshot of it on Twitter. It's, like, absolutely fucking insane.
You could just cut out that part of the video. Alternatively, like you could just like cut that in the YouTube editor.
Oh yeah, Gabby blurred it just fine on her video.
Yeah, it's atrocious. And I'm sure her response would be like, "Well, YouTube editor sucks so bad, then take down the fucking video."
Yeah, exactly. Bianca's family made this video basically saying that, like, oh, these drama channels are, like, making this too big of a deal. Can you please, like, let it go or whatever? And the drama channels, like, didn't apologize. So Gabby was upset, and she told the drama channels to apologize. She basically screamed at them in a video because she was so fed up with them. And then people like Angelica Oles went on Twitter, and they're like, well, I didn't put Bianca's name in the thumbnail or the title or the tags or showed her image, so they weren't talking about me because in the family's video, Bianca's mom said, like, oh, we don't like people, you know, using Bianca's name for drama. And she's like, oh, I didn't mention Bianca's name at all.
What?
But then in the thumbnail, and me and her went back and forth arguing about it. Then one of my fans showed me the thumbnail of her video, and it had Bianca's name in the thumbnail. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
There are two options here. Either she literally doesn't remember like her own video in the thumbnail, because I mean she does post a lot, or she's like just lying to you, hoping that you won't go back and look at it.
Yeah.
And that's probably the more likely option, because what I've noticed is that all these tea channels don't go back and look at anything.
Yeah, they don't. They just like rapid fire videos and just like shit them out.
They read something on Twitter and they make a whole video on it without even looking it up themselves.
Yeah.
That's how this happened.
Dude, this is literally, they're all Creepshow art videos. Their video research is a Reddit thread.
Yeah, and Tom, this is what you're saying. Those two options that occurred are probably the only two options, right?
Of course.
But you would think with one of those options, you would think before you tweet that out, knowing what community is to your right and to your left, you would think that the first thing you do before you hit that first letter on that tweet is go to your channel to make sure you have access to your YouTube studio, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You can just go back there and be like, let me make sure before I tweet out this fact that's going to get screenshot 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that I didn't do anything that I'm about to say I didn't do. And that didn't happen?
They're not used to being called out at all. This
Yeah.
community never corrects misinformation. Unless it's from people that they hate, in which case they rail on them. But it's never from the tea community themselves.
They rather
You'd think
fight
that
you.
Angelica Oles, seeing the shit she's been getting on Twitter recently, would think that the boss hog himself would, be on her like shit, like flies on shit the second she tweets something wrong. But apparently not. Apparently
I had
not.
a back and forth with her, and during that entire back and forth, she never checked if she was right. She just kept adamantly saying she was right until a fan showed me that she was wrong, and I showed it to her, and then she didn't respond for an hour. She just kept retweeting, like, apologize to Jesse Smiles or whatever to kind of, like, deflect. And then, like, the next day, she quote tweeted me and she was saying, well, my point still stands. I wasn't doing it for clout, blah, 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 blah.
But it doesn't stand.
Yeah, I know.
You
And then I got in a
lied.
call with her and talked to her for an hour, and then she finally, like, deleted the tweets and fucking conceded.
Wait, we have to keep going. We have to get past this, dude. Something crazy just happened live, and we have to fucking get there, bro. Holy shit, dude.
All right, what is it?
All right, so today there's a newer controversy, right? Because a brand new video gets uploaded called Gabby Lied. So basically, in Gabby's video, she, like, demanded apologies and stuff like that. And she, like, said, like, you should apologize Ready to Glare, you should apologize, what was it, T-Spill? I don't know the exact
Angelica
names.
Oles, Nick Schneider,
Yeah.
Dustin Daly, Repzilla.
Like, she named all these people that should apologize, and she insinuated on Twitter pretty heavily that the family wanted an apology. So, like, only one person did this. It was Ready to Glare, and then the mother reached out to Ready to Glare basically saying that you didn't have to apologize. And then she watched the video and didn't think it was that bad or whatever and stuff like that, but she, like, said thank you anyway, right?
Yeah.
So the tea community took this situation and was like, guys, the family wants this to stop. They never really wanted an apology. Gabby Hanna shouldn't have done this and all that stuff. And Angelica Oles had a conversation with the mother. And dude, do you know how slimy this fucking bitch is? Do you know what she did, Vega?
What's that?
So she gets her in the call and goes, listen, the reason why we went so hard on Gabbie for this instance of, like, about your daughter is because your daughter's a victim. And you know who else is a victim? Jessie Smiles.
Oh.
Jessie
Oh my
Smiles is
God.
friends with her. Gabby
And she said
Hanna
this in
is
a video.
Yeah, she admitted this in a video. She thought this sounded good to say.
Oh my
She's like,
God.
the reason we're so mad at Gabby Hanna is because she's best friends with Jessie Smiles' rapist, and that's
Oh
why
my
we
God.
did it. Or
Is
whatever.
that true?
Like,
Okay, let me ask this. What you just said, is that true? Are they best friends?
I know they're not best friends, not even in the slightest. That's ridiculous.
I think from what we know, they talked once at a party.
Could you imagine what's going through the mother's mind when she says that? Like, she's probably thinking, well, at least Jessie Smiles is alive. Like, what the fuck? Why would you say that?
Dude, these are the type of
That's so-
motherfuckers, like, if you're in a relationship with one of these girls that are making these videos or something, and you wind up breaking up with them because they cheated on you, they'll key your car and they call it your fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are crazy people, dog. Crazy.
Imagine you justify lying, literally lying. Like, we could have a Hassan Piker meme, like, fuck, dude, this weaselly little liar, dude. Like, imagine
Still
fucking
lying to their
justifying your
audience.
lying by bringing up a completely redundant situation. Like, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I don't know. Like, what's an example of a huge drama that happened recently? This is like if John Swan everyone came after John. He's like, dude, I can't believe that you lied, like, about this whole thing to Dream. It's, like, super fucked up that you made this Minecraft sex mod stuff and then lied about it and got all your friends fucked over and stuff like that. And John turned around and went, yeah, but dude, Dream robbed a convenience store 11 years ago.
Yeah, Dream cheated in Minecraft, though.
Dream
so-
Yeah, but the reason why I went so hard on him is because he's friends with a guy who cheated in Minecraft.
At least that's closer than what we have now.
Oh my God.
Like, what do you call this shit? This is like in technical terms, I guess you would call it like deflecting, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble, but let me just go ahead and say this person is worse than I am. Just don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Look at this person.
Yeah, it is deflecting, 100%.
Dude, oh my God. Poor girl, man. Imagine going through an army of people that just pick apart every little thing that you're doing when you're not even doing that thing.
Yeah.
And it actually hurts your livelihood.
Yeah.
But Vega, what you're not realizing is now all the T channels are absolved. Like, completely. Because Gabbie said publicly that the mother wanted an apology or something like that, or something similar. And she lied. So now she's using the family for views. Let's pretend I'm being, like, super uncharitable and that, like, these people actually weren't lying. Let's say they just
Gotcha.
actually got it
I
wrong.
follow you.
Like, all of these people had the best intentions. None of them wanted to, like, fucking start drama. None of them did it to bury Gabbie or whatever. They didn't use the dead girl for fucking views and shit like that. Wouldn't you want to just apologize to the mom anyway? Like, why
A
does
good
someone have
person
to
would.
tell you to
A good
apologize
person
to the
would.
mom? Like, if you really didn't mean to do this and this was really a huge accident, like, why would that even affect it? Like, you should just fucking you should want to apologize anyway. I'd feel awful.
Yeah.
But Nick, look, I know you want to go hard on these guys. I know we all do. We all want to go really hard on them and criticize them. But, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes.
Oh my
We're all
God,
wrong.
dude, that's what I'm saying. They're on Twitter. They're like, I think everyone fucked up this situation. No, it's just you.
Yeah.
It's literally just you. Oh my God. And then people are like, well, Gabbie brought it back up. Dude, I have a question. If someone slanders you, do you not have the right to defend yourself?
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do, homie.
Like, again, like, she's obviously not the same level of victim as Bianca Devins, who's quite literally the victim of this situation. But Gabbie being blamed for this, and she claims she's lost a record deal, she's lost tons of subscribers. This was a huge fucking drama for her.
Yep.
This is absolutely Gabbie being the victim.
On
Legitimately.
that note, you have to, as an audience member, you have to, whether you're ours or you're coming from the T channels, everything that occurred after that video was not Gabbie Hanna. That is the reality of the situation. If you say whatever happened after that is atrocious, it's crazy, what is happening right now? This girl just made that video and that was that.
Yeah.
This whole drama, the family being harassed and all that shit came from these fucking people.
Yeah.
From what I understand. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
All
You're
right,
undoubtedly
then
correct.
what I'm saying, whether you fucking like it or not, T-channel audience, T-channels themselves, looking at you, whoever pushed that bullshit, and then our audience, honestly tell yourself, when I just said that, then I'm bullshitting you. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not bullshitting you. Look at the whole thing.
I can't believe these channels don't have enough guilt off that alone to at least just swallow their pride and apologize, even if it makes Gabby Hanna look better.
It's crazy.
Like, what's more important to you? Bending the knee to Gabby Hanna or this situation? It's just fucked up. It's like, if they're not gonna swallow the pride on this, they're not gonna swallow the pride on anything in regards to Gabby Hanna.
Crazy.
Gabby Hanna could literally, like, donate fucking $10 million to starving African children, and they'll still be like, oh, but what about Jesse Smiles?
I don't like the way she wrote the check.
Yeah, dude, literally, this is the most case closed, clear fucking example, right? This is an absolutely clear example of people lying about Gabby Hanna and, like, targeting her maliciously, and they can't even concede on this point. Why should I take any of their words on anything else if they're literally this biased?
Yeah, even if they're right about Gabby Hanna being fucked up in other situations, which I'm sure she has made mistakes in other situations.
It has nothing to do with this.
I
It has
can't
nothing to
trust
do with
their
this.
word, because they're gonna say Gabby's bad no matter what.
Yeah, it blew a hole right through everything.
Yeah.
I do think that we kind of jerked off enough to this point. I think it's time to finally drop the bomb.
Right,
So
right.
naturally, in this situation, we're looking at this whole thing. It looks like Gabby's fucked. Like, Gabby got caught in, like, I would say, like, more of an inconsequential, like, statement on Twitter or whatever like that.
Okay.
That doesn't really matter to me, but it mattered to a lot of people.
Caught in 480p.
Yeah, it was caught in 480p. People
Right.
were using that to get out
Yeah,
of it.
not quite 4K, but, you know, still caught in a decent resolution.
But like usual, in every situation that seems to happen around us, then Gabby started posting the receipts on Twitter.
Ah.
And holy shit, dude.
Uh-oh.
So not only did she have full permission to make that video on the drama channels, right? Not only did, like, the mother say in writing that that Gabby had permission to upload it, the mother is now claiming that Angelic Oles was trying to twist her words and all this shit. Like, all these messages start dropping, and then people are like, oh my god, is Gabby just leaking this woman's messages? That's so fucked up. Then she's like, I'm on the phone with her right now. This is totally fair game. Like, it's just getting crazier and fucking crazier. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Bianca's mother tweeted out, just so everyone knows, if Gabby posts something about Bianca, I have approved it.
Oh, wow, dog.
So-
Where's that leg you standing on now?
So naturally, all the T channels came out and said, hey, dude, all right, we fucked this one up, right? No, actually, now they're saying that Gabby manipulated her.
Oh my god.
So Petty Page just ratioed the mother on Twitter, saying Gabby literally just brought it up right now to go after Gabby under the mother's tweet.
That's how crazy this community is! They're ratioing the fucking mother of a murder victim! What? What the fuck?
Petty Page.
What the?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's funny, the top reply I see under this with 34 likes, and I say this is a pretty average take from this community, is thank you. Gabby is a master manipulator without remorse. It's shameful. Gabby is the one repeatedly bringing this up, period. No matter how you slice it. This wouldn't be happening right now if not for Gabby mentioning it again.
That's crazy.
Have we just completely ignored what the family has said?
That's crazy, Tom. That is
Who brought it up
crazy.
initially? Who brought it up initially? The T channels brought it up initially back in 2020. Just DM Gabby, telling her to blur the fucking face and be done with it instead of making $1 million off AdSense on fucking Bianca Devins. What are you doing?
Oh my god. homie.
Okay, wait. I just want to like explain this take here, like a cause and effect here, right? So this is what happens. These T channels say Gabby is using Bianca. She's using Bianca for views. The mother of Bianca Devins responds by saying, no, they are not using, she's not using Bianca for views. The only people that deserve an apology, or the only person rather, is Gabby. And these people turn around and say, oh, the mother thinks it's okay what Gabby did, and she thinks it's not okay what we did. She must be being manipulated by Gabby Hanna.
Oh my god.
Listen,
My
man.
mind.
Listen, I am not one of these cats that is very, and no disrespect to anybody it is, but I'm not one of these cats that is really deep into this shit, right? And I can tell you right now from what you just said, that is not walking to the door of pathetic. You're fully on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? You are there, dog.
Dude, it's fucking
This is
bonkers.
weird.
Like literally, these
Very
people's like
weird.
idea of like the right thing to do is when a mother says, "Hey guys, my daughter was murdered. You guys are using her name for views and money. Please apologize. You know, I don't even want an apology. Just apologize to the person you went after for this. The person who you decided to use to drag my daughter's name through the fucking mud." They respond with, ratio. Like what the fuck? What
I don't get
fuck?
it. I don't understand.
They're like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Ratio. Like
The amount
What
of disrespect.
That is such a telling portion of these people, dude.
But dude, Vega, I'm sorry to inject myself into this because I always have to because I'm a sociopath. But I was getting shit for this, Vega. I was getting shit for this, dude. People were like, dude, you don't you're gonna still make a video talking about the T channels? You don't respect the family.
Bullshit.
Dude, you want to talk about respecting the fucking family, dude? The T channels didn't respect the family when they used the fucking tragically murdered daughter for views, okay? The T channels didn't respect the family when they fucking dodged responsibility when the family came out and made a video about it.
Get 'em.
The T channels didn't respect the fucking family when Gabby dropped the video and fucking told them to apologize, okay? The T channels never fucking, like, and by the way, I got into a fight with a good friend of mine over this shit, and people were quoting me saying I don't respect the fucking family and stuff like that. Well, guess what? The mother fucking thanked me for it.
The mother responded to Nick saying thank you?
Yep.
Yes.
Bianca Devin's mom is pro Diorio.
I'm just saying,
Devin's
dude.
family loves Nick Diorio.
No, okay, but seriously, all jokes aside, like, it is amazing how these people will justify their own fucking, like their immoral actions in their own brain. At this point, I don't even think that they think they're in the right. I think they're just lying to their audience because they don't want to lose what little, like, staying power they have in the YouTube community.
You have to have a manipulated portion of your content in order to have an audience, if this is your take. This is an objective, ridiculous take.
It's insane.
When you say what you said on your video and it's in a negative on Gabby Hanna, homie, let me tell you. In this subject, I don't know anything else. If I was in part of a research, crazy like psychology class and you presented it to me, I don't care if 9 out of 10 of us are in the room saying what the T channels are saying. I'm going to raise my hand and be like, yeah, this is bullshit.
Exactly.
This is ridiculous, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And it's even more crazy that there are people agreeing with them. Like people
That's
who, like,
the weird part.
I know we criticize Cat 10 bars a lot, right? But despite that, I thought she did have, like, you know, I didn't think she had like a warped view of the world. But the fact that now she's like complimenting Angelica Olks for all of this is truly amazing. Like, she should be jumping on the opportunity to write a video about how all these T channels suck.
Yes.
Or to write a fucking article about
Especially now.
Yeah, but instead she has to side with them because this is her whole industry. Kat, we're gonna have you on the podcast. We need to debate and discuss because this is very.
Also, hey, listen, for the journalists out there that might catch this podcast, and because Kat is in the discussion right now, if you write what we're talking about, it is objectively the right take. I don't care what you say in the comments. I don't care what you tweet out to me. I don't give a fuck.
Literally, if you disagree with this
take,
take, then the take you do have is that I should be able to use dead people for money and then accuse other people.
Let me tell you,
like, fuck you.
You're an adult, motherfucker, right? In the real world, and you're part of a news organization. If you write that, you're not going to get a lot of praise from these Chi channel communities. But anybody, like I said previously, with 2 fucking brain cells over the age of 18 is going to look at you and be like, this is a respectable journalist. They went against the grain because the grain is currently wrong, but they went against the grain because this is the right thing to do. You guys are fucked up. Journalists, anybody that's a YouTuber, anybody that's siding with this shit, you're fucking fake.
100%.
And I've never said this shit on the podcast. Y'all know me. The audience knows me by now. We're, 15 episodes in? Congratulations, right? I've never done some shit like this. I never said some shit like this. I don't know Gabby Hanna. I don't want nothing to really. I don't give a fuck about following her following me. I don't give a shit about none of that. And I'm telling you the fucking truth. Y'all are fucked up.
There's no, like, Turkey Tom or Nick Diorio in this community calling out other commentary channels or, you know, other T channels in this case. They're all on the same page. And that page
is Petty Page, that stupid bitch.
Here's the thing. T channels and us could argue until our face is blue for all of the stuff that happened prior to today. But this all can boil down to the tweet that the mother made and the tweet that Petty Page made. The mother of a deceased kid said, hey, this is my opinion, and this is what I want you guys to do on behalf of me and my deceased daughter. And Petty Page responded, no, you're being manipulated. How disrespectful is that? How fucking disrespectful.
Crazy.
You're going straight to the mother's face of a dead daughter, and you're like, yeah, your opinion doesn't matter. We're not going to listen to it. You're being manipulated. Taking away her agency. I think she knows best in this situation. She's the mother.
That is her daughter. You guys just barely know because you read or you saw a video of her and her tragic passing. That's all you know about this girl. This is the woman that raised this girl from infancy. She gave birth to this woman.
So fucked.
And then this happened to her in her life. This tragedy is just a blip in your timeline of life. This is the rest of her life from when this girl took her last fucking breath. And you guys got the fucking balls, the audacity, homie, to say what the fuck Bowblax just said. Suck a dick. Fuck you. I can't even believe it.
It's
dog.
mind-blowing. And the fact that she ratioed her. Other people think this. Anybody who liked that tweet, I hope none of you guys have kids. And I hope
Unbelievable, dog. Unbelievable.
Okay,
Oh my
Trisha
God.
Paytas. Okay, Trisha Paytas. I feel bad for her kids.
Nah,
but
I'm
no,
joking,
dude, I want to jump in here
I'm
really quick. I've been trying to jump in on this one. Dude, Vega, you said something before that made me go like fucking ballistic. You're talking about like some of the people who are making money off of this stuff.
Get it.
So could you imagine, like, I mean, Turkey Tom has a video like this too. I don't think that's a problem. But there are people who made like true crime videos about Bianca Devins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff like going over like the tragic case and stuff like that, sharing the document.
Right,
obviously, like with the intent to like talk about it and try to spread like awareness about the situation and stuff like that.
Not even just that, but it's like it's a huge part of the entertainment industry, right? True crime, horror movies.
Yeah.
If you go on Netflix, the most popular
Those
things
are actually
there-
great.
Yeah, if you go on Netflix, the most popular things are documentaries.
But my point is, you would expect that like these people who are saying that like Gabby disrespected the dead probably wouldn't be down for like a true crime thing. They would probably think that's pretty insensitive, right?
Yeah.
Repzilla made a fucking true crime about Bianca and then said it was disrespectful when Gabby said her shirt looked nice.
Yeah.
I think I remember watching his video.
He literally made a whole fucking video doing the whole true crime thing about it, explaining the situation and talking about how she was killed, and then it's like, you know, Gabby's not respecting a murder
Did
victim.
Gabby, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all know probably Gabby and the whole situation better than I do, right? Did Gabby Hanna, was it exposed that she walked in a room? Did she walk in there and just murder a newborn child?
Dude, she fucking burned down an orphanage. You didn't hear about that?
I don't understand. Did she has to be the most evil person alive for you to take this?
Dude, I
That's
don't
crazy.
even hear anything else. Dude, I'm done. Gabby's got like 70 more videos that she's gonna release and shit like that. And you know what? All the power to you. Like,
You
whatever.
get it, girl.
Again, like, I don't think Gabby's the fucking... Yeah, Gabby's not a fucking saint or whatever. I'm not gonna pretend she's done nothing wrong. But dude, if the fucking tea community can't take accountability on literally the easiest open shut case that I've ever fucking seen, I don't care. Dude... You're literally making Gabby an argument of why she's a victim and why people won't care about what you say for like the future. I mean, yeah, in this like one little secluded audience, you have the stranglehold over everybody. But I guarantee you that's not like the fucking... That's not how history will remember this situation.
I said at the start of this recording that I'm going to cover this shit later. I'm going to ask it later. I've heard through all this shit that I've seen in the past few days within the week is that Gabbie Hanna is guilty of a lot of things, but she's not guilty of this.
Yeah.
And that is unanimous within the commentary community, right?
Yes.
Not the T-Channel, obviously, but here.
Of course.
And even if you guys got into a room, T-Channels and commentary, you guys could agree that she's done something wrong, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so you tell me right now on this podcast, because I don't see it anywhere else, what is she guilty of that I should be like, Gabbie Hanna is a bad person? Tell me right motherfucking now.
So the thing about Gabbie Hanna drama is it's a huge novel, and we've all read the first 2 chapters and like the title of the rest of the chapters, but that's it. So I know like in depth about like 2 of the Gabbie Hanna dramas, but the rest, like, she could be super guilty on, and I just don't know because I only know the title of the chapter.
Right.
There's so much to look into. It's like a full-time job looking into Gabbie Hanna's whole drama. It's why she has to make a series, like a multi-part series, responding to every little thing, because there's just so much to address. You can't all do it in one video.
Right.
So I don't know everything. Maybe Gabbie Hanna, like, is the worst person in the world in other scenarios that T-channels do know, and that's why they're biased against her in the other scenarios.
But they never say that. If there is anything, they never say it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
That has nothing to do with any of their accusations.
Can you imagine there's something being worse than what we're talking about right now, and that's not what we're talking about right now? Am I not making sense?
Well, that's the thing, though, right? It's like, as we said
Well,
before,
apparently the Jesse thing's worse, apparently.
that doesn't seem as concrete as
According
we've been
to
able
them.
The whole thing is literally hearsay. It's literally all hearsay in
Okay.
that situation.
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this too. Jessie Smiles. You guys are bringing her up. And the only reason why I'm kind of remembering this shit is because Nick had told me, because he was talking to me about something, about this situation. And this was like last night or a couple days ago or something like that. We were just bullshitting. And he wound up bringing it up. And I was like, is that the girl, or who is the girl that me and you, like months ago, had seen some girl talking about Gabbie Hanna, and she said, and this was like a big controversy, but we saw the video and we were like, oh wow, we wasted our time and we moved on with our lives, right? We didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
But the one portion, this is a girl in the video, she's like, okay, so I was talking shit about a mutual friend of me and Gabbie Hanna's, and that person was talking shit about me, and then Gabbie had wind up talking to her and talking to me about us talking about each other. So we wind up getting together and saying Gabbie Hanna is a horrible person. And that's the gist. I don't know if that is like verbatim, but I can probably promise you that was the gist of that particular sentence. I can't imagine how if somebody says that out loud and that makes sense to anyone in the room. It's like we're talking shit about each other, and this mutual friend, which I can probably promise you, is trying to bury the hatchet between them, but she has to note that those two people do not like each other. So she has to approach them as a mutual friend to be like, hey, listen, this Jessie Smiles girl, I don't know who the other girl is. She's probably saying, just Jessie Smile girl is saying all this stuff. I just want to make sure that you guys kind of get on the same page because we're all mutual friends, and we all can't even hang out together. You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time in friends groups. I know a lot of people that hate each other, and I wind up being the mediator for them to get together. That could have happened.
Hi, I'm Nick DiOrio. I hate all of Vega's friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so and Nick, it's been more than one time where I've reached out to a homie that you didn't like to make sure that you guys try to at least there's an opportunity.
How many times have they actually talked to me?
Well, I don't think any. No, one time. There's one time.
Oh, yeah, fucking Mystic. Oh, can we talk about that fucking girl Mystic? How she went on fucking Tipster's podcast and admit she basically reworded my entire video?
Oh, God.
Fuck her, dude.
Why are you like this? Oh, God. Can we just... All right, let's go back to Gabbie. Let's go back to Gabbie.
I get fucked.
Let's go back to
Nick's
Gabbie.
right. Vega's wrong.
Let's go back to Gabbie.
Get shit on. Yeah, let's get back
Let's
to
go
Gabbie.
back to Gabbie. All right.
I don't know. That's really kind of the end of it. It's just like this series is coming out. It's extremely controversial. It's caused quite a few conversations that we've been having. I think it might be the first time we talked about it on the podcast, but I'm sure if you follow us, this is not the first time you've heard us talk about it.
And the craziest part is that we're not even at the potentially most explosive video in the series yet.
There is a Jessie video apparently.
Did it already drop?
It hasn't dropped.
Dude, I'm not. Well, by the time this is released, it's probably out.
Well, maybe.
Dude, don't ask me about it. I'm not fucking covering it. I'm leaving it alone. I don't want. I am not getting involved in whatever fucking.
I feel so bad for Gabbie because so much of her drama is revolved around like rape, death. Like, holy shit, that it must be like heavy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To deal with.
Dude,
That's crazy.
fuck that shit, dude. I'm not getting involved. These people are fucking crazy and like. Oh shit, dude. I don't know. I don't want to fucking be around that.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to say much either.
You guys want to briefly, before we like go and stuff like that, you guys want to talk about Sky a little bit?
Yeah. That Technicals video is good.
It's a bit of a shame that all this Gabbie stuff's coming out now because it is overshadowing like the return of Scott. Maybe a little. I don't know if there's that much crossover.
Well, I mean, it's kind of different communities, so I don't think so.
Yeah, it's different communities, but...
But did you see what fucking Jisoo got leaked saying today?
No.
Okay, wait. Can we explain a little bit for the audience at least? So basically, Technicals and Nick DiOrio recently did a video together where they talked about some allegations that came out against Sky Williams, who was a streamer and
Sky Will.i.am,
guy who used to like run a bunch of like houses, like streamer houses, right? A lot of allegations came out of sexual abuse in the houses, and one of the people spearheading the attack was Jisoo. She's a female streamer. In her own words, she's one of the more well-known minorities. And that's why she has a position of authority to speak on issues. And basically, Nick and Technicals did a pretty decent video kind of talking about her and in some ways debunking what she was saying. And recently, some leaks came out from her, I believe, a DM from, I think it was Facebook Messenger.
Dude,
cross-posted
this
to
girl
Twitter.
tweets out after, you know, like Sky did his big stream about like all the allegations and it was really bad and everyone was like kind of, holy shit, Sky, why did you stream that?
Yeah.
Make a video next time.
Right.
Dude, so one of the people involved goes, we don't need another entertainer hurting themselves. Anyone listening, please be patient. It's okay to be angry and Lord knows we all need to recover from that stream. But just so you know, he's already being made aware of his mistakes. Actually, it was, yeah, but just know that he's already being made. Yeah.
This is by Lil Jezebel on Twitter.
Yeah. So, do you know what fucking Jisoo's reply was privately? I thought you were a good person with the right intentions. If you think anything he said was acceptable in any way and that he's redeemable, you're as bad as him. Don't talk to me ever again.
Damn.
This girl made a post saying, I hope Sky doesn't kill himself. And Jisoo's like, really? You're just as bad as he is. Fuck you.
Yeah, she's pretty deranged.
Fuck,
She's
man.
pretty deranged.
Fuck, man.
Dude, she's a bitch, bro. Dude, I fucking fully believe that she wanted Sky to hurt himself. I heard this rumor throughout the community. We didn't find it in time to make the video, but I heard privately that Jisoo was like fucking down with that shit. I couldn't prove it, and now I can see it without a shadow of a doubt. It's right there. It's so fucking sickening.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, we can say she doesn't care
Yeah.
about his, like, health in that way.
Dude, a girl made a post saying, like, I hope he doesn't hurt himself. And then she's like, you stupid bitch. What?
Yeah,
Oh
what?
my god, that's
my God.
awful, dude.
You
That's-
call yourself my friend?
You call myself your friend, but you want Sky to live? Like, oh my god, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck off. Like, you're the worst. You have, like, no redeeming qualities.
And with how much Sky tried to, like, help and care for Jisoo as well. I know he's made mistakes, but he's also, like, tried to, like, reach out and help where he can. That's super fucked.
Dude, Sky is back now. He had, like, 700 people the other night. I'm really glad.
Oh,
I've
nice.
personally been a big fucking supporter of Sky since about mid last year. I know Bowblax has as well.
Yeah.
We've done, like, fucking streams with him even when he was at his fucking lowest and shit like that. We got into personal drama with like our friends or whatever because Sky was taken off of a tournament because he was quote unquote too controversial, and it turned into like the meme of I'm not playing Among Us unless Sky Williams is there.
Oh
which
my God.
again, like, but it's a real thing. Like, people
Yeah.
really did fucking start to alienate this guy because there was rumors that he's like Jeffrey Epstein who was trafficking children into his house.
Yeah.
And all those rumors have been put to rest. Sky's dumb. Objectively stupid for the way that he handled the house. Sky owes a lot of people money, which doesn't affect me in the slightest. I don't actually care if he pays people back. It doesn't affect my viewing of his League of Legends streams. Should he? Yeah, absolutely. He definitely should.
But to want him to hurt himself, like, Jesus.
Dude, it's unfathomable to me. And this feels like a lot like the Slazo situation, where, like, we knew a group chat existed, but, like, I have their group chat. I know everything they were thinking, every second they were thinking it. And I know, like, it's all in front of me, and I just think, objectively, you people are the worst. And I think everyone knows it now. I'm going to have a video on my channel about this relatively soon, around the time this is released, because I kind of want to signal boost it a bit. I felt like Technical's video with me was really fucking good, but I felt like for the average viewer who's not in the Smash community, there was a lot of shit going on maybe you didn't understand, and I feel like I can repackage some of that as more of like a commentator's commentary video, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With a little help from Tech in there to kind of... Basically, it's a similar video with new information, and it's going to be done to try to make it a bit more mainstream, even though I did love Technical's video.
Yeah, he did a really good job on that one.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job.
Dude, he's like a mini iDubbbz.
Yeah, he's got it.
And his girlfriend
He's
doesn't
good.
even have an OnlyFans. What the hell?
What the hell? I do want to say one thing, like, these people, like, the Jisoo crowd and, like, the T community crowd, the craziest thing is, like, when I think about all these stories, I'm like, damn, they really don't care about people's mental health. But these are the same people who preach about mental health. It's
Yes!
so hypocritical. It's so insane.
Yeah.
How the people who preach mental health the most are the ones who have the most disregard for people's mental health of people who they hate.
I agree.
You know?
Agreed.
Because, like, at
Fully.
least at the end of the day, like, we dislike Ethan, but, like, if he talks about his depression, I'm like, oh, that sucks that you have it. I hope, you know, it helps out.
All right, to be fair, he did talk about his depression and then said, like, his dick doesn't work, and we memed the fuck out of
Yeah.
it.
I was going to say, like, we did.
Yeah. Okay,
We're not that
but
sympathetic.
I'm just trying to make the point. Okay, I'm just trying to make the point.
Well,
that,
I don't
like-
claim to be sympathetic. Someone's like, Nick, you don't care about mental health. I'm like, yes.
Okay, well, at least Nick's honest about it.
Well, I don't try to tell everybody that I'm like a mental health advocate and that like I need to I mean, yeah, dude, I have morals. It's not as simple as I just made it out to be, but I'm not sitting here being like, mental health. Yeah, I'm pregnant. You can't hate us. You can't criticize us. I'm pregnant.
My dick doesn't work.
My dick doesn't work. You can't.
On that note, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Half Baked Podcast. Be sure to check out our last two episodes about frenemies and Justin Wang. Subscribe to Bowblax, subscribe to Vega, subscribe to Nick Diorio, and we're gay.